Hello and welcome back to Junkyard Summit. Today we're taking a look at one of Jonsbo's entry-level CPU air cooler, the CR1400. I was able to buy one from Lazada for 1,100 Philippine peso or roughly around $20 US. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, most sellers from Lazada are not available at the moment, thus the only option is through AliExpress. And with the lockdown currently happening, expect that parcels, especially coming from China, to be delayed. Going back, this is a small tower style cooler measuring only 126mm tall and weighs in around 450 grams. At this height, you should not have any problems with case restrictions unless you are going for a small form factor chassis. The cooler itself is cooled by a 92mm PWM fan, which is, by the way, RGB. The top part of the cooler is also LED illuminated and at the same time can be daisy chained together with the fan for a synchronized lighting. It has 4 copper heat pipes and aluminum fin stacks to channel away the heat from the processor. Socket support covers most mainstream Intel and AMD boards. The former includes LGA 775, 1366, as well as all 11, 50, 51, 55, and 56 motherboards. While on AMD side, it supports AM2, AM3, AM4, FM1, and FM2. Installation is fairly standard. A plastic backplate is used to secure and support the cooler. Guidelines and instructions in the manual are straightforward, so installing it should be easy. As for temperature benchmark, what I'm using here is the Ryzen 5 2600, a 6-core 12-thread CPU, which should give us a good comparison between the Ryzen stock coolers and this CR1400. I also overclocked it to 4 GHz at 1.35 volts, so resulting temps might be a little higher than normal. Testing will be done on an open test bench with no extra airflow and on a 31.5 degrees Celsius room temperature. 2 results will be shown. One in a 20-minute blender load test and the other one is during gaming. All fans, by the way, will run at their max RPMs. So first up is our Ryzen stock coolers. The Rate Stealth, which is included in our 2600, failed our blender test as I'm getting crashes usually after 10 minutes, while a Rate Spire with a copper slug peaked at 95 degrees Celsius during this test. Next one is the Rate Prism, which performed admirably at 78.5 degrees, especially for a stock cooler, though sadly you can't get this on any Ryzen 5 CPUs. Next up is our Jonsbo cooler, wherein it peaked at 86 degrees, which is way better than the Rate Spire, but obviously weaker than the Prism. A little bit on the high side, but you could still get away with these temps if you really need the extra performance. Gaming temps, on the other hand, is more manageable as we are only peaking at 58.6 degrees for our Jonsbo cooler, which is just slightly a bit higher than the Rate Prism. Noise levels, on the other hand, is one of the strengths of the CR1400. With our ambient noise level of 41 dBA, the CR1400 was able to lead the graph with a noise level of 48 dBA as compared to the Rate Spire at 50 dBA and Rate Prism at 52.5 dBA. These results are on max fan settings and expect much quieter performance when we set it to the default fan profile. So summarizing our observation, the Jonsbo CR1400 delivers an okay performance for its price, outperforming both the Rate Stealth and the Rate Spire in thermal and noise performance. The slimmer and lower profile of it makes this cooler compatible to most cases, and RAM clearance should also not be an issue. The included RGB light from both the heatsink cover and the fan also adds extra flair as well as flexibility with regards to your lighting. And if there should be changes or revisions from this cooler, I would suggest changing it to a sturdier metal backplate as I'm not too comfortable with the current plastic one. Also, including an external RGB controller would be nice as most budget motherboards don't have an RGB header with them. But all in all, this gets my approval, and if you are looking for a replacement or upgrade from your stock cooler that has RGB on it and still on a budget, then definitely check this out. So let me know your thoughts on the CR1400 down below, and also, do you think that entry-level CPU coolers are worth it or not? Especially since Ryzen stock coolers are pretty decent in terms of cooling performance. As always guys, thanks for watching and do like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one.